You are rocking with NBA hoops. You are rocking with NBA hoops. Kid Easy, Greg, and Prince doing that thing. You are now rocking with NBA hoops. Yeah, you are rocking with NBA hoops. You are rocking with NBA hoops. Kid Easy, Greg, and Prince doing that thing. You are now rocking out with NBA hoops.
Yo, what's good, man? Welcome to our new show, man. I'm your co-host, DJ Kid Easy.
I am Greg Davis Jr.
And I am Prince Fred.
Man, we starting up this NBA hoops, and we trying to do something that, you know, ain't been done in Detroit yet. You know what I'm saying? We got one person out of Detroit that's really even doing something like that, and he's on ESPN. His name is Jalen Rose.
Jalen Rose.
So, you know, basically, you know, yeah, shout out Jalen Rose, man.
100%.
As y'all see our little TV studio set right here, man. We love Detroit, man. That's where we from. Like I said, we just want to introduce, like, you know, why we doing this, you know, and you know, just a little bit of who we are. So for me, I've been doing sports basically all my life, basketball mainly. You know what I'm saying? I love the game of basketball. As y'all can see behind me, Kobe Bryant is my favorite player of all time. I can't stress it enough. You know, it's just a lot of stuff that, you know, I just always wanted to talk about, dealing with the NBA and stuff like that. And I just never had the chance to do it with, you know, other people that I know and that I care about and love. So I'm very grateful to have my boys with me, you know what I'm saying, to do this. So, you know, y'all can take over, man.
Let me ask you this. When was the first time you fell in love with basketball?
Man, probably when I was about 5. Man. My dad had put up a basketball rim on our garage, man, but I was too short to reach it.
Okay.
So, you know, at times he would kind of just pick me up so I could throw the ball up there. But by the time I turned 6, man, I gathered that strength to be able to
launch it up.
To launch it. You know, on that little line from the hip, you know. You know what I'm saying? But from there, man, it was over, man. You know, I started playing a little rec ball, you know, from there, because I couldn't play elementary because I wasn't old enough yet. So I played rec ball all the way up until I turned 9, tried out for the team, didn't make it the first year. But when I turned 10, I made it that year, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, and from there, it's been nothing but basketball for me, you know what I'm saying? I play a little football here and there, but basketball was it for me.
I could say the same thing. Basketball was the go-to sport. Like I say, I enjoyed basketball since probably the age of, like I said, we could say all about 5, 6, 7, around that. You know, I really started falling in love with NBA Live like 95. Oh. I used to go in. That was the first love, Chicago. Jordan wasn't on there, but Pippen was.
They had Player. Jordan,
that's my guy.
Hey, Jordan was on there, but his name was Player.
Player. Number 99.
Number 99. His name was Player.
Bruh, I think he was number 99 Player up until literally 99 live 99.
I think so.
I think up until live 99, bro, is when he actually finally was put on the game. You know what I'm saying?
You had to beat him in 1-on-1, right? On the game.
I think so.
On one of the games, you had to beat him 1-on-1.
Yeah.
So, Greg.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to NBA Live, man. You know, for a long time, NBA Live was the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, 2K was 2K, but NBA Live was the basketball
Let me ask
game.
you a question. To win. When did it change?
To like 2005.
2005?
Yeah, to like 2005. When 2K hit. See,
Ben Wallace was on the cover.
Ben Wallace was on the cover of 2K.
Hit,
And Melo was on the cover of Live 05. And it was amazing. Live was amazing. That's when they run the dunk contest 3-point shootout.
Yep.
It was amazing.
I was playing with TMAC and Yao Ming.
Hey, you feel me?
That 05 Live.
That 05 Live, T-Mac and Yao was nice crazy.
Too. I was on that D-Wade, putting in work.
So who your favorite player, Prince?
My favorite player of all time is Scottie Pippen. But recent, within the last 15 years, D-Wade. D-Wade. He had the long shot, the 3-point shot never was there. But that mid-range, nasty.
Yeah.
That rack game, nasty. Post-up, nasty. Defender, nasty. But that jump, the 3-point shot, it just wasn't. He never got there yet.
Never quite really.
Yeah.
People don't
made it consistently.
Yeah. And people don't people don't know D Wade is only 6'4".
Right.
And he be
right.
posting up like I'm 6'9",
Yeah.
6'10".
And let's not talk about. I think he's the all-time leading shooting guard in blocks.
Defensively, D Wade was a monster.
Before his knees started to give out.
Straight up.
Before his knees started to give out, he was a monster, man, on defense and he was a two-way player for sure.
100%.
For
sure. That's why, when him and LeBron teamed up, even though his knees were starting to go, I still was like, oh, them boys, hey.
Yeah.
Then Bosh too. Bosh was a two-way. People don't want to admit Bosh was a two-way, man.
Bosh in Toronto.
They shouldn't have lost no championship.
No, they shouldn't have. But
listen,
LeBron and Bosh was both. They hadn't hit that little thing yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't that they hadn't hit their prime. They just hadn't. You got to go through something sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And Grant LeBron, he took that Cleveland team to the finals of 07, which was nobody on that team. It was nobody.
I'm talking about
he had nobody.
Straight scrubs.
But we all knew he was gonna lose that. It was just a joy to see him get there with that team. For real. We knew he wasn't gonna.
They wasn't gonna beat that Spurs.
That was the first time in his life where he had the pressure on him to actually win a championship.
Yeah.
So with that, he never had experience, and neither had Bosh, because I don't think Bosh had won a playoff series yet at that point. You know what I'm saying? He was the man on that Raptors team.
But he was getting killed.
He was getting killed. He couldn't do it by himself. He just couldn't do it by himself. Real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I think that was the first time he had pressure to actually have to win. Everybody expected him to win. And, once he experienced that and he learned, he took that, and that next year, man, granted, they was supposed to beat that Thunder team anyway, but They ran through them like they was babies. They wish they was babies, but they told them up. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So
they gave them boys everything.
So Greg, how old was you when you first fell in love with the game of basketball?
First fell in love with the game, man. I was probably like around 6, 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like around 6 or 7, man. And I remember, man, my first basketball game that I really started playing for real was Live 99. Well, no, I say Live 98. Antoine Walker was on the front cover of that one, and I remember that like yesterday, playing Live 98. I really started getting good towards like 99, 2000.
He was the only one that actually had like some type of emotion when he scored. He started doing
yeah.
Straight up.
He was definitely, I think, the first to do the shimmy for sure.
Straight up. So yeah, that's when I fell in love with the game. But I fell in love with the game because of Allen Iverson. My favorite player, Allen Iverson.
Why?
Dog. Because he was a little guy and he was doing everything that the big guys did. He was dunking. He was getting put back dunks early in his career, getting put back dunks, coming to the rack dunking.
I was like 6 foot, 6'1" at the most.
Yeah, I was at the most, 6'1" at the most.
Giving everybody the biz with the handles. Like, you can't stay in front of the guy. And he played a passing lane like it ain't nobody's business. The Allen Iverson was my guy. Now, recently, LeBron James, of course. But Allen Iverson is my end-all be-all. And
LBJ.
Listen, people could say what they want, bro. If Allen Iverson was a 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", 6'8",
game over.
Listen, the Lakers are short a championship. Shaq and Kobe may be short a championship. Allen Iverson was that great. He won a game by himself at 6 feet.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say I don't know if I think he would have, even with him being 6. I don't think he would have still been able to beat Shaq and Kobe. In a 7-game series.
But for a fact, he would have got a ship.
He would have got a ship, but I don't think he would have beat them.
He won the first game of that series between them by himself at 6 foot tall.
And I want you to remember what Shaq did after that. He dropped, I think like 40 and 15 that entire series after that.
I get it. He had to, though.
And
he had to.
But that's what I'm saying.
All right, but imagine if AI was 6'7", 6'8". What are you doing with that? You already can't do nothing with him at 6 feet. What are you
I
gonna
think he
do
would
with
have
him at
just needed
6'8"?
some help. I think he would have ended up getting burnt out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that would have. You know, it's like the Jimmy Butler thing. You know.
Yeah.
Jimmy was going crazy.
Jimmy was going nuts.
They had no, and they put AD on. They put LeBron.
Offense ain't defense.
Offense and defense,
defense.
but he burnt himself out.
Yeah.
Jimmy 6'8", 6'7", 6'8". That'd have been what Ivo would have been. You know what I'm saying? He's out there putting up 40-point triple doubles in the finals.
Yeah. And
what else can you do at that point?
Dang. I don't know. I still think the Lakers short a championship with Allen Iverson being 6'8".
They probably would have went to a game 7. But I don't
for
think
sure game 6.
I don't. Yeah, game 6.
For sure game 6.
I don't see them losing.
What's funny to me about this though? What's crazy to me about this though is if he was 6'8", I would view him as like a LeBron type, very unstoppable. Allen Iverson, very unstoppable.
I wouldn't view him as a LeBron type because
what did you say?
LeBron
he'd be better
more
than LeBron?
no, because LeBron is more like a visionary. He got that vision, bro. You know, he a playmaker at heart.
Yeah.
But he can score very well. You know, he can get to the bucket he can score.
Think about that dog.
He's a playmaker at heart, though.
Think about that dog. Allen Iverson was a freaking dog. At 6'8",
he was.
He was a scoring machine.
If LeBron James had AI mindset, he'd have 6 ships by now.
Oh my God,
Jesus! Yeah,
because that's what we talk about. That dog. That dog.
Yeah,
look at the person check you and say lunch me.
Straight up.
This baby food.
AI was treating people like salami. I ain't playing with you. For real though. He was like that.
That's what Kobe was doing.
Yeah, Kobe
that's what made me, man.
That's
what made me love Kobe, man. That dog mentality, bro.
That dog
like, hey, okay, I'm about to tear you up.
Kobe had another type of dog, though. He was another type of dog, like
Mamba mentality.
Yeah,
literally.
For real. He was a snake dog.
They gave his brain set a mindset, Mamba mentality.
For real. Kobe was a snake dog.
He really made me fall in love with the game, like even more than I already like. Y'all was saying like y'all on the live, bro, but when I hit that Nintendo 64 Kobe Bryant courtside. Oh my God, that's when I really start getting into Kobe real more. I was about 9, 10.
Courtside,
man, it was over. I fell in love with Kobe after that, man. Then he started going off doing. Oh man,
Kobe top 10 all time.
Oh, all time.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Top 10.
Top 5, I say.
I feel he top 5 too.
Top 5?
I say top 5.
I feel he top 5, bro.
Top 5 skills wise.
He probably the best.
Because you know top 5 can be, you can put big mans in it too.
Yeah,
so.
okay. But I'm gonna put it this way: Kobe Bryant is probably the most skilled scorer of all time.
I believe that.
Skilled,
yep.
I don't see nobody touching him, bro.
I can agree with that.
Because a lot of people, because one thing I can say about Kobe is that even though he had the dog mentality, he didn't always have the talent. So he would just work and work. Like I've seen so many stories about how he would be in the gym basically sun up to sun down, man, just working and working. And it's like, bro, how many people can you say do that?
I want to say something behind that though.
Okay.
Because I got another player who was just phenomenally skilled. TMAC.
Oh my God.
TMAC was one of the most skilled 6'8" linky basketball players in the world.
Walking bucket.
We gonna do this. We about to do this. We about to do this. So we don't. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Listen, we done went all the way off our script
already.
Look, man, I was timing us, and I'm timing us and everything. We supposed to have 9 minutes on it, but we gonna go to another segment, and this ain't even on the script. We gonna go to what if. Convince me.
What ifs? Convince me
right now. We gonna go to TMAC.
TMAC.
Prince, we gonna start with you. Prince. Convince me. What TMAC could have been. Sidebar injuries.
Without no injuries. I would say he would probably have about 3 championships. Because I don't see nobody on the East can hold him.
At
In his time, nobody was holding that man. Nobody.
No.
So you saying him on Houston then with Yao Ming?
Oh man,
Are you talking about because he was a beast on Orlando too?
He was a beast.
He was
he
was
was
on Orlando.
He was a
He
clown.
was clowning in Orlando.
I know. Since we in the segment, I might as well say it. If Grant Hill was healthy,
that's what I mean. Yeah, but then, like I say, that was both of them have to be healthy.
Listen, if
Both
Grant Hill was healthy, if TMAC
And
was
Grant Hill
healthy,
was both healthy. They were so close to getting Tim Duncan.
oh yeah, they
were so close.
They was close to getting Tim Duncan.
Who was it? Was it Doc? Was it Doc Rivers?
Probably so. Yeah.
He said Tim Duncan can't bring his what was it? His family or something, or it was,
It was something like that.
It was something like they couldn't bring somebody on a plane. And Tim Duncan said, "Well, I'm gonna stay in San Antonio."
Yep.
Are you foolish? One of the greatest power forwards of all time to match,
if not
Grant
the
Hill
greatest.
and T-Mac, and you said he can't get a family man. I don't care who it is.
I don't
It
care.
could be
who
his
it is.
puppy.
They could be his pop.
Straight up.
Bring that dog on. We got a seat right here on the
Straight
jet
up.
phone. Come on, right
Straight
here.
up.
Man.
But you know dealing with T-Mac, how good he really could be though. Like he was already averaging about in his
How many scoring
A
titles
time.
did T-Mac have?
He was 30.
He
He was
like
giving
2 or
cats
3
30.
scoring titles. He got like 2 or 3
Easy.
scoring titles.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. He got like 2 or 3 of
Kobe
them.
Bryant said out his own mouth, he said Tracy McGrady was the hardest player he's ever had to check. He said with his length, height, and his skill to be able to shoot the ball and still dribble and go in and out, like
That's difficult.
he could literally shoot the three, hit the midi, or dunk on you. Literally.
difficult.
Or dunk over you.
What was dangerous about T-Mac game to me was his triple threat. His triple threat and first step was, and you know T-Mac played like real, he real laid back though. You know what I'm saying? T-Mac
he played lazy.
Yeah, he not really expressive, but he make it easy.
Easy.
His game so smooth.
Easy money.
His game was so smooth, man. My what if though would be Brandon Roy.
Ooh.
Brandon Roy was a monster, dog. He was a monster. Had his knees not been messed up, bro, I think Brandon Roy could have got a ship, maybe 2.
I remember that
But
one
it
year,
all
though.
depends with Greg Oden too.
Yeah, because
Greg
if
Oden
he was
as
healthy,
well.
they was nasty.
Greg
I remember
Oden
that
as
one
well.
year. I think it might have been the year Dallas won the championship, bro. I think it might have been the year they won the championship. That Brandon Roy was giving Dirk them buckets.
I'm sure.
100%.
It was they at one time they had Brandon Roy, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Greg Oden.
I can't remember who
Come on,
who was
bro.
their point guard during that time. I can't remember.
I don't know. He's irrelevant.
No.
Sebastian Telfair?
Sebastian Telfair or Steve Blake. One of them.
Yeah,
It might have been
it
a
might have
Blake.
been Steve
Yeah.
Blake.
It might have been a Blake.
It might have been Steve Blake. But you talk now look at this though. You talking about Brandon Roy, LaMarcus Aldridge, Greg Oden. I think they only drafted Damian Lillard because of Brandon Roy's injury.
Because they needed somebody to
'Cause
bring
they
up the
need-
ball,
exactly.
and set up the
But I
offense.
think by that
But
time,
think
Brandon
about
Roy
that,
might have been
though.
out the league though. By that time, I think.
Maybe. But
He
think
might have been out
about
the league by
what
that
if
time.
they had
Even if he
Dame?
was out the league, they needed someone to bring up the ball.
What if they had
Yeah.
Dame, Brandon Roy, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Greg Oden at the same time?
They would have got a
They
ship.
would have got a ship.
Easy.
They would've got a ship.
1 or 2
But
of them
hold on,
things.
I can't say that because we got to remember during that same time, that's when the whole Paul Gasol trade happened, and then Ron Artest came, Lamar Odom.
Hey, they would have banged with them boys, though.
Hey, they would have banged
They
with
would've
the boys
They
for
had
sure.
Bynum, you know, that
For
that
sure.
Lakers team was actually, people underestimate how good that Lakers team was with
Yeah.
Bynum, Artest, Lamar Odom, Kobe Bryant,
Paul
like
Gasol.
that team. Paul Gasol, Trevor Ariza coming off
Trevor
the bench,
Ariza,
Shannon Brown, Luke Walton. I mean, they, you know, granted Luke didn't really do too much, but
Hey.
I remember one playoff series though he did go off from 3. Luke Walton. I remember.
Mine said he had a very high IQ.
Mm-hmm.
He
So,
really did.
That's why he's a good
he
coach.
became a
The
coach.
He had a very, very
For
high
real.
IQ. Yeah.
Very high IQ.
So-
But shout out to my man Smush Parker, dog.
Mr. Parker.
I just seen a story on Smush Parker where Gilbert Arenas said,
oh man,
the game he dropped 53.
No, it was
55.
Was it a 60?
Oh no, 63.
It was a 60.
The game he dropped 63 on the Lakers. He said he came out. Smush Parker was checking him.
Mm-hmm.
He said he hit 3 straight buckets. He said it's over. I know Smush can't check me. He said Kobe said move Smush. I'm checking him. He said he said Kobe was checking him for one play. He hit a shot. He said at this point he feeling it. He said Phil Jackson tells Kobe, get off of him. Run what I told you to do.
You gotta do the voice though.
Yeah. Hey, get off of him. Go check whatever, go check whoever. Smush, get back on him. He said when he heard them words, he knew it was over. He said in that game he dropped 63 on the Lakers. 63.
Man, shout out to GA.
Hey, for real.
Agent Zero.
Gilbert Arenas was a
no
beast.
chill.
Hey,
Gil was
That's another
the guy.
what if.
That's another
what
without that gun charge.
Yep.
What if?
He had a lot of knee injuries too.
He did. He did have a lot of knee.
I
They say
don't
he had
care.
three.
He was still
three
giving
knee
buckets.
injuries.
He was still giving people buckets.
He was.
He was still giving people buckets with the knee
And
injuries.
he was clutch.
And he was clutch.
He was definitely clutch.
Listen,
for sure.
He was shooting
He was
threes
the
and
first
turning
person-
around before
first person
Steph was
to ever do
doing it.
that. First person.
It's his stuff.
It's his stuff.
Hey, for real.
They got that animation on 2K. It's called Agent Zero. So whenever
sure.
you green light in 2K, you instantly, it's green and you can just automatically do this. And
That's
turn
what's
around.
up, dog. That's what's
So,
up.
He
like-
was a bucket.
It's definitely-
I used to like watching these 3 guards go at it. Either Chauncey against Gill, or Chauncey against Baron Davis, or Baron Davis against Gill. Like, I used to love that.
I just seen some on
Those
Facebook
matchups were
about
so sweet to me. And, being from Detroit, I'm rooting for Chauncey.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going for Chauncey all day. But they used to give each other problems. Chauncey and Gill, Chauncey and Baron, they used to give each other
They
problems.
was all big point guards. All of them. They
Yeah.
were all big point guards.
Uh-huh.
So they could post up, other small point guards. They could, still come out, shoot. They had little handles to be able to do a little something.
Uh-huh.
But that strength made them very hard to check, man, during
Hard to
that
stop.
time. Because point guards was known to be small, slim,
Yeah.
and quick. But they had like a little quick first step. They wasn't so as much as quick, but they had a little quick first step. But they had the strength behind them.
Agent Zero was better than all of them.
I'm not being biased here when I say this.
Yeah, I know where he going.
I think Chauncey had the edge over both of them because he just knew how to get it done. He knew how to get the job
I
done.
don't think Billups could have gave Kobe 60.
No.
No.
He
But
definitely
he
wasn't.
knew how to get the job done. Also, and these are facts here. Chauncey has an undefeated record against Jordan, LeBron, and somebody else.
Dang, for real?
Yes.
Was it Kobe?
Kobe. No, not undefeated, but he has a winning record.
Winning
He has a
record.
winning
Winning
record
record.
against
Mhm.
all 3 of them.
Wow.
To me, that just say he know how to get the job done. He got a ship.
Yeah.
Barron ain't got no ship. Gil ain't got no ship.
Injuries. Gilbert with injuries.
Well,
Chauncey
had
bounced
some
around
injuries
from-
You know
too.
what I'm saying? But he was healthy. He had more
Yeah,
years under his
he
belt
did.
to get it.
Okay,
He did.
I
To
will,
get it.
I will
He
agree
did.
with
So
that.
He did.
So what we gonna do, man? We gonna head to this next subject, man. So do y'all think AD and LeBron can repeat this year?
Yes. Absolutely.
who gonna stop him?
Absolutely.
With the new players they just picked up, who gonna stop him?
They picked up Dennis Schroeder.
Hey, he coming off the
Hey,
bench.
You see
and
my
he
face?
coming off the bench.
Nobody.
Wesley Matthews,
He probably
Nobody.
start.
Marc Gasol.
Marc Gasol. Listen.
No, what about the
I
other-
just
And
seen
they,
LeBron.
and they might get Powell.
Now, right, and they talking about getting
They
Powell
talking about
back.
getting Powell back.
Now listen, I just seen, and I just turned to the game just to see what was up. I just seen
LeBron and AD, first half.
not LeBron and AD, LeBron and Marc Gasol running pick and roll.
Mm.
And Marc Gasol faded back to the 3. Pop. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be a long season for whoever.
The only reason they don't win the ship is off of if somebody get injured.
Bar injury.
Besides that, they got another ship in the bag.
I think the only team that's even going to be able to compete with them seriously in a 7-game series is probably a healthy Brooklyn Nets.
And that's in the
Brooklyn
ship.
Nets.
And that's in the ship.
That's in the ship.
I'm saying that's in the ship at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody on the West can hold them.
No.
Nobody.
Let's talk about who the Brooklyn Nets have. Jared Allen.
They got buckets.
DeAndre Jordan starting.
DeAndre Jordan is starting.
He's starting.
They still got Jared Allen. They got Spencer Dinwiddie.
They got
They got Karis LeVert.
Squad.
They got Kyrie, KD,
Joe Harris,
the shooter.
They got a squad.
They got a squad. That's
Jamal Crawford still on that team.
Jamal Crawford is still over there. That's an 8-man rotation right there.
Then they got Steve Nash coaching it, man, running that offense, man. I know.
I want to say this too. For Jamal Crawford to be as old as he is,
he was 55 in March.
He's the bro. Shut up, I'm
55.
Jamal Crawford still has one of the sickest handles in the league to me.
Yeah.
Well, since we going there, we might as well go there, man. So, how y'all feel about Kyrie and KD? Chemistry and how they look coming off the injuries.
Look like they've been playing together for about 3 years.
All I know is when I seen them,
they look good.
I think they had like 15. I think like KD had like 15. Kyrie had like 18 in the first half. Their very first game playing together.
This would be
granted it's preseason.
It would be great. It would be great.
They look good, man.
Only thing is
they looked very good.
Kyrie has a different type of ego.
I don't know about that, man.
Yes, he has a different type of ego, bro.
I don't think so. I think you get a bad rap. I don't think
it's a reason for that. It's a reason for why you get a bad rap.
I got you. This man said the earth is flat.
Now,
that's another subject.
I don't know if the earth go round and round, but he said it's flat.
Kyrie, I got your back, Doc.
Not only did he say it's flat, bro. Then he came out and started calling the media names for no reason and saying that they always misconstrue his words and is making up stuff about him. But literally,
no, he said
you're saying this stuff. You went on Kevin Durant podcast and said, "Oh, when I see Kevin, when I see you, I in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, I finally got somebody that can."
Man, that's facts.
Hold on.
That's facts.
No,
that's
LeBron wasn't hitting.
That's facts.
LeBron wasn't hitting clutch
That's
shots,
facts, bro.
No,
that's facts.
I mean, granted, he wasn't doing what Kyrie was doing, but Kyrie is a different type of player. LeBron was still clutch.
I'm gonna say something.
I'm not saying that he wasn't clutch.
I'm gonna say something that's gonna kill all that argument.
You can't.
I'm gonna say something that's gonna kill all that argument. All right, Kyrie is clutch. Okay. Y'all, he's pretty much saying LeBron hasn't been clutch or can't hit clutch shots.
Go ahead.
LeBron has the most
clutch
game
shots.
winners, clutch shots in playoff history. Hold on. I ain't done.
Go ahead.
I ain't done. Before LeBron came back to Cleveland, Kyrie never touched the playoffs.
He was a baby.
But the first
year,
you
really think Kyrie and Deion Waiters going to go to the playoffs?
He never touched the playoffs.
He got traded that next year.
Listen,
he got traded because Kevin Love came in.
They had lottery picks.
But he was a baby.
They had lottery picks.
Man,
he wasn't that much of a baby. He was talking to Kobe reckless. Reckless.
I dog you one-on-one.
He was talking to Kobe reckless.
The USA team.
And he was working in that USA team.
He was working. I will say that.
He was.
I do want to say this though.
He went through everybody.
He went through everybody on the team.
It was like KD, Kobe, LeBron, D. It was like he went through all of them.
The reason why
he did by himself.
The reason why
that ain't no baby.
The reason why I say that he can actually say, I look on the other side of me, I can see someone knock down that same shot.
The same type of shot.
Yeah, and I agree with that. Like, you can give it to KD and be like, he can create his own shots. He can go to the rack and he can shoot that rock. Like LeBron, he got game, he got offensive game, but it's not like a Kobe style skill game. It's like
you don't expect
powerhouse, bully ball, and maybe a sidestep 3. But that's it. How Kyrie get his shots is somewhat how KD get his shots. Dribbling, causing separation, stuff like that. And I think that he's 100% right. Like, if you ask me, give it to LeBron at the top of the key or give it to KD at the top of the key. I got my money on KD knocking whatever shot he feel like shooting.
Because he's a better shooter, for sure.
And that's what I think he's mean.
Sniper, for sure.
Yeah.
7-foot sniper with handles.
That's difficult. That's difficult. 7 foot with handles and can shoot.
That's what made the Warriors so unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
That half court. We need a bucket.
Give it to KD. You could have really gave it to KD or Steph at that point because you can't double team.
Okay.
That was the problem. You couldn't. It didn't matter who. You could have gave it to Clay.
You couldn't
Clay
leave
catch
Clay.
and shoot. And at that point, Clay had just started getting into that thing where he was going to the rack. Clay had started hitting the cup and dunking. I'm like, when did he start doing this?
Right.
He done added another thing to his game. He's putting the ball on the floor. But granted, his thing is that catch and shoot. Catch and shoot, he unstoppable with it. Nobody can stop that. So since we on the Warriors, we're going to go there. How's Steph looking, man? And do y'all think he can take him to the playoffs? I know he ain't
he going to the playoffs.
But do y'all think he can carry that team to the playoffs? Because he looked good the first time I seen him. He had 29 and 3 quarters.
It's difficult, I say, because
the West is loaded.
Super loaded.
The Suns got better.
Super loaded.
But the Thunder went down. Who else went down? Did anybody else go down?
Yeah, Thunder is done.
Thunder is done. Well, Grizzlies, they trying to come up. I think Kings got better. So I think it might be harder.
Kings not going in before Warriors. Memphis not going to go in before the Warriors. I don't think so.
I don't know, bro.
Thunder is done.
Thunder done. Yeah,
so if you want to put a team in before the Thunder, I mean,
you would go
say Phoenix. Phoenix going to take their spot.
Oh, Phoenix
in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Phoenix going to take
top 5.
Top 5. Mark my words. Mark my words. Top 5.
They're going to be a top 5. That Chris Paul, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton duo. I mean, trio.
Listen, that's going to be trouble. Chris Paul going to have that man looking like how Blake and DeAndre Jordan used to be in Los Angeles.
Did anybody watch some of the games last night?
I seen highlights. Bro. I didn't watch the whole games, though.
While we talking, we're going to show some of them highlights, but we can keep talking. We're gonna run some of them Chris Paul highlights, that Suns and Lakers game highlights. Mm-hmm. But dude, he was, even Devin Booker was throwing dimes.
He was doing that last year.
I said Devin Booker looking like he a point guard.
He was doing it last year. He did it a year before. Because the coach said that they wanted him. They can see like a James Harden in him.
Okay.
A person that can get the buckets and also run the offense.
I hope he be better than James Harden. I will say that.
Yeah.
I hope he be better than James Harden.
James Harden, he's a bucket, man.
James Harden is a dog.
So since we going to James Harden,
defensively he's a liability though.
I don't think so.
Let's officially go
I don't think so. He just don't try.
Well, that's why he's a liability.
Yeah, but he don't try. But he can play.
So what y'all feel about him with his whole situation? First off, the man looks huge.
Mm-hmm.
He always like that. He got a little meat on him.
No,
he got a little meat on him. He got a little meat on him.
Show the clip. Show the picture. Let's show the picture.
I know the pictures.
Listen,
that man looked like Rick Ross. Kendrick Perkins said he thought that was him out there on the court. That man is big. You look at them side by side pictures, bro. James Harden gained a lot of weight.
Kendrick Perkins shouldn't be saying nothing about nobody looking like him out there, okay? Nobody looks like Kendrick Perkins out there.
He's like, nobody.
Nobody. But I think that works to his advantage.
With James Harden?
Him gaining a little weight works to his advantage. It makes him stronger.
If he
uses it the right way. It makes him stronger. He'll be able to post up more.
Something
they can isolate him.
Will it take away his
post him
quickness, though? That'll be the key. Will it take away his quickness?
I don't think so.
I think it'll take away his speed. I don't think it'll take away his quickness.
Okay.
Because I know a lot of big people who got crazy quickness.
Yeah.
But don't got no speed. You know what I'm saying? So I think it'll take away from his speed, but not his quickness.
Was
He's a
James
dog.
Harden really fast anyway? Did he? He was more like his handles is what made people think he was fast.
Very deceptive, dog.
Yes.
He was very
His
deceptive,
handles
like,
made you think he was fast.
Six.
But he's not really a fast. He's not really fast.
He's not.
His handles just made you think it because he get you with
He
that
rock you to
rock.
sleep.
He rocking
get
you.
with
rock
that
you to
rock.
sleep.
Rocking you.
And it's like at this point now you find yourself.
Dribble.
Then he hit you with that double step back. It's over.
He said I double travel.
Hey man, regardless of what we say it is,
The
refs ain't
see
calling it.
different. They see it differently. I'm telling you.
So
For
hey,
real.
hey
rock with
James, if
James,
it worked,
though.
keep
I
going.
rock with James.
More power
bro.
to you, brother.
I rock with James Harden.
I rock with James Harden. And people, I would say that he don't play the game correctly.
He
all
wants
that
to
dribbling,
though.
all that dribbling.
I'm gonna say this though.
He can make a
wants
quick
to.
move.
Let me tell you, I seen I read an interview, bro, where he was talking to Steph, and he told Steph, he said, "Steph, man, I don't like this 1-on-5 type of game." You know,
Yes, he do.
He said, I want to play the way y'all play, the way the Warriors play. You know, the ball movement. He said he want to play the right way. And Steph said, "No, you killing the game, bro, like this." And he said, "Yeah, but I don't want to play like this." Like, he was like, "It's going to get me a couple games, but it's not going to get me far."
But you can see that in moments. You can see that in moments where he kicking the rock. He
kicked the rock and don't do nothing.
Look, they traded away one of their best pieces in Clint Capella, who he was getting almost 10 assists a game.
That was a dumb. That was a dumb trade, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
I think after that move is when he really started to feel some type of. I think that's the reason why he's doing all of this. He wants to get out of Houston. I think he put on weight intentionally to be out of shape. He literally was supposed to be in training camp, and he's at the baby birthday party. And then after he left it,
but if,
then
like
after
I said,
that,
but if you don't want to
he
be there,
goes to Las Vegas.
You don't want to be there. You know?
What do you? Then they asked him what you doing. He said, I was training. With who? I was training with myself.
It just sound good.
It's like, bro, come on, man.
It sound good that he want to play the right way, but
he
looking
wants
at his
out
game,
of Houston.
He don't want to play the right way. He want to dribble.
But he was
he ain't
forced
giving
to play that.
But he ain't giving nobody
too,
no off screens. He ain't doing nothing. He gave it to Russ.
He
sat in the corner and do nothing.
Putting all his energy into
the offense.
You
gotta look at this too, though, bro. You gotta look at this.
I can understand that, but he still
all
just
his
sit in the
energy.
corner and don't do nothing if
at-
he don't got the ball. He ain't cutting to the basket. He ain't doing nothing.
Very true.
If you want to play the right way, that ain't stopping you from doing it at that team.
But look, if they asking you to do everything offensively, you're not gonna take some plays off.
He had Russ last year.
Man, really?
Russ shot an all-time low last
But
year.
really, yeah, he shot. But
Really?
but he averaged
Really?
7 to 8 assists.
Really?
So Russ was passing it.
Russ,
You really think he gonna go?
Russ was doing Russ.
straight up.
The reason why he want to go to the Warriors because he know that if he go there, he got a chance to win. He still want to dribble, and he know that nobody can step up because he got Clay.
You gotta look at it like this too, though. Think about how Allen Iverson was on the 76ers. He had to do all that he had to do because he had to. He had to. You got Eric Snow, George Lynch.
He had to do everything.
He had to do everything.
He had to. He didn't have a choice.
Dikembe Mutombo, Geiger. He had to do his thing. He had to.
Yeah, but nobody else on that team will even average over 20. Russ will give you 20 plus.
On how many shot attempts?
Right.
20 plus.
He giving you 20 plus on.
He will give you 20 plus.
He giving you 20 plus on 56 shots.
Man, don't do him like that.
I'm sorry, bro. He give
Man,
Russ.
you say Russ,
Man, you wrong.
Hey,
Russ is
you wrong.
Russ can get to that paint. I think
You
if
wrong. He
Russ
said
would
56. It was more like 51.
Hey,
Bro.
Russ
is a good player, man, but he has to learn when to shoot and when not to shoot.
I don't even think it's that. He need to learn how to stay away from that long line and half court, that 3-point line. That's what he need to.
He got a 3-point percentage of 13.9. Like, dog.
I don't know why he just don't live with the mid-range pull-up.
Because he cold with the mid-range. That
was kind of busted last year, too. But that's his best shot, though.
Yeah, it is.
He cold with the mid-range, bro.
Yeah. So
he be putting guards in the post, too.
He do.
Yeah.
And he will dunk on you, too.
Yeah. I agree
Straight.
with that.
He need to stick with the inside
So
game.
also James Harden put on his list the Bucks.
Why?
So he put listen, man, I'm going somewhere with this, okay? So we about to move on to the next segment. James Harden put the Bucks on his preferred places to get traded to. A few days later, Giannis signed a 5-year max $228 million deal, which makes him the most paid NBA player of all time.
Go ahead, start it off, Greg.
I'm not giving him the max. I'm not giving him the max, bro. I'm sorry.
Why not?
He can't shoot.
I agree. Why not?
Me too.
He can't shoot.
Can't shoot a lick.
He can't shoot. Now
he trying. He is trying though. I will give him that. He trying.
He is trying. Yes, he is. He's trying to convert his game to a shooting game.
But he should have been doing it. More consistent.
He got the drive. He got the drive. He go in there, dunk on you. He got that. I don't see him post up as much, but I'm sure he could do that too in some
I don't think he got footwork like that to
No, I think he do.
Up,
if he
post up footwork, that's a different footwork.
That's a different footwork.
That's that Hakeem,
Yeah.
Like I feel like Kobe had a lot of good post up footwork as a guard. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think Giannis has no type of post up footwork.
I think Melo got crazy post footwork.
Hands down. Melo triple threat was ridiculous, man.
To death.
Yeah, I'm not giving him the max though. I give him 150. I give him 3-year 150. I'm not giving him $228
million a year.
I mean,
listen, he got the highest contract.
I'm gonna say this too. I believe they gave it to him, bro, strictly based off of they feel like they owed it to him, and he kind of deserved it in the sense of what he's done.
He got 2 MVPs and a Defensive Player of the Year.
He deserved it when you look at it like that. But if you just look at his overall game and says, "Hey, should I give this guy?" I personally wouldn't do it. But at the same time, the Bucks ain't getting nobody to just say, "Hey, I want to come to Milwaukee."
That's why they made sure they did.
They had to do that. Now this is this is LA. I'm not doing it because I know I can attract
at this
other players,
superstars
to play on the side of him.
Still though, at this point right now, you can almost get anybody for Giannis. You can trade Giannis.
Nah.
Bro, you can trade Giannis and almost get anybody. He a 2-time MVP, back-to-back, and Defensive Player of the Year. Right now, you can almost get anybody for Giannis.
Yeah.
You can almost get anybody for Giannis right now.
You better be able to shoot.
Some people is just not going to get traded for. Like, I don't see Dallas giving up a Luka for a Giannis.
That's very true.
But I think some people are just untouchable. Like my boy Bernard say, certain players are just untouchable.
Bro, if you talking about $228 million, I don't really see too many players turning that down.
No, I think who was close to turning it down? Who was it? KD?
Yeah, KD. Yeah, he had a large.
He had a supermax and turned it down. It's a few. AD had a supermax.
But he had problems.
What about AD? AD didn't have no problem. He just won the league.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody coming to New Orleans.
But it's the same thing with Giannis.
It's the same thing with Milwaukee, but I'm talking about a trade. You could trade somebody
the
for
Bucks
Giannis.
They've been trying to do some trades, but it's just hard when you don't really have no trade pieces.
Hey, but listen to this. When it comes to trade, it ain't about how you feel. You get traded. They done had plenty of people coming in the locker room like, "Oh yeah, we just shipped you to Phoenix." What? Ship me to Phoenix,
bro?
What?
Who was that got traded in the middle of a game?
Oh wow!
Somebody got traded in the middle of a game.
Who was it? Was it Harrison Barnes?
Yeah.
In the middle of when he's playing for Dallas, in the middle of the game, got traded to the Kings.
In the middle of the game.
Middle of the game. Came and sat on the sideline. Couldn't even get back in the game.
It's
he
a
on another
business,
team now.
bro. It's a business. And you got to think about it like this.
Hey, respect to him, though.
Although,
like I said, if it was me, I would have want to come back out in the second half.
But
he came back out,
Straight
though.
up.
He came back out and he sat and being professional.
I
So I
look at it
respect
like
that.
this, too. I look at it like this, too, dog. Like,
I'd have went home. I'd have took my towel.
teams
Oh,
don't.
nigga. Don't.
It's a lot of players that don't want to come to Milwaukee, but it's a lot of organizations that want Giannis.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
That's why they'll be
Granted,
able to
take
get
his flaws and
almost
all.
anybody.
And I ain't gonna lie, Detroit, I'll take him too.
Yeah, I take him. Listen to this. I said this the other day, dog. I said, now why didn't Detroit try to get John Wall or Russ?
Because we're stupid.
Why didn't Detroit try to get
We're
DeMarcus
stupid.
Cousins?
Did y'all see what we got?
I've been saying, I would have loved to get Cousins.
Do y'all see our team? What are we doing?
Listen.
The only pickup that I actually like that we got was Jeremy Grant.
I like Jeremy Grant. He's a hustler.
I like Jeremy
a
Grant.
hustler.
Somewhat of a two-way player.
Somewhat, yeah.
I give you that.
He's
I like
developing
him.
that three a lot better than where he was when he first came into the league.
He was working in Denver.
He was working in Denver.
I don't know why he came to Detroit. I would have stayed in Denver.
Money talk,
yeah.
man.
Money.
Denver's stupid. Because I'd have paid him. After what I seen him doing the playoffs,
Oh, yeah. He would have got paid.
he'd have got paid.
He would have got paid.
Jeremy Grant had to check Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, then went to LeBron James and had to check LeBron James and AD. And was doing a very
Decent job.
for you know, who he is. You know what I'm saying? You don't expect him to be able to do what he was doing. And at the same time, he was coming back down and scoring while doing this.
That's why he wanted to leave. He said he's a more offensive player that they were trying to push.
I just want to give myself a shout out. Detroit Pistons, listen. I would be a phenomenal GM, okay? I just want y'all to understand that. I would make the right moves. I would put the right
Y'all
pieces
hear that?
together. You
Y'all hear
got
that?
Detroit. We have to get people who match the energy of Detroit. That's a Russell Westbrook. That's a John Wall. That's a
Hardcore.
DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah.
You got to get people
Nitty
who match.
gritty.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey,
think about this.
Not fight, but like got that dog fight in them. You know,
Jello,
Yes.
we wanted you here.
Jello, we want
We
Jello.
wanted you here.
We wanted you, Jello.
That's being 100. I don't know what the
we
people
wanted you, Jello.
but we wanted you.
Disrespected you, Jello. They
We wanted you,
disrespected
Jello,
man.
straight up.
They didn't even play you, bruh. They put up billboards.
We
Billboard.
wanted you.
Billboard.
Straight up.
They didn't even play the man.
That was
He got a
disrespectful.
billboard and he ain't getting no PT. How you, man, what? Where they do that at?
The Pistons are
Detroit.
Hey, listen.
Where they do that at? Detroit.
I literally watched both of the games
I heard through the
just for
grapevine.
Jello.
I heard through the grapevine he didn't get some buffs fast enough, so they had to
That's
get
what
him
I was
out
about
of
to say.
there. They had to get him out of there. He ain't getting no buffs
Jello,
fast enough.
you gotta be on
know-
it with the bus, man. You know
Hey.
what I'm saying? You
Bro,
come on, man.
bro, Prince Fred said earlier.
quick.
Prince Fred said earlier tonight, buffs in Detroit is like the new birth certificate. So
It is.
That's how you know.
that's how you know.
You from Detroit?
Where you from?
Where your buffs?
You already know.
Okay,
I don't
all right.
Don't play.
Okay, you ain't from
Hey,
you
that's the
ain't-
truth, though.
Hey, straight
You
up.
ain't got
Y'all
no
seen
buffs
how
on.
Andre Drummond was coming to the
Oh my
coming to
God.
the game?
Andre Drummond-
buffed up.
Buffed up.
Buffed up.
That man was from Connecticut. He said, not no more.
He said, not no more.
Hey,
Hey,
but I look at it
Start
like
hanging
this
out with
though,
Solid,
bro.
baby.
Although they're on the downslope of their years, I feel like DeMarcus Cousins and Blake Griffin could do some damage
Together?
together.
I agree, because they can both stretch the floor.
Yes, together they can do damage.
Yeah,
Then you
I
got
can see that. I
a
can see that.
Russell Westbrook or a John Wall.
I think
That's
Derrick Rose is
dangerous.
still good for us.
I love Derrick Rose.
I think because he
He's still
averaged
good.
like
He should start.
19-20 last year.
He should start.
He do start now. We ain't got who else gonna start? Killian
We got
Hayes?
the rookies. We got the rookie.
Killian Hayes
and
gonna
let me
start.
say this to
Mr.
you.
No right hand.
Let me say
Oh, come
this
on.
to you,
Don't
Detroit
expose him
Pistons
like that.
GM.
Mr. No right hand. Who
I'm
keep-
gonna say this, dog.
No, I'm gonna go back.
We missed-
I'm gonna go back.
We missed Okoro in the draft. We should have got him. And we also should have got Cole Anthony.
Oh my
I do not understand how y'all be picking these players. How do y'all go based on? I don't understand it. Like, how do y'all decide who y'all picking?
I just think
You got Cole Anthony.
close
that was
their
a
eyes.
pulling
monster.
straws.
This is what they do.
They pull straws for cats.
Man,
Him. We want him.
We want him.
Like, bruh.
that's retarded to me, man. Like, you pass up on Cole Anthony.
You gotta at least.
and Okoro
You should at least be able to dribble with your right hand.
for Killian Hayes.
You should. You
My
should.
man's
You
is
should
19
be.
and can't dribble with his right hand.
You should
and
be
he's
on
in
the left
NBA.
side of the court dribbling with your right hand.
Now that says a lot.
You should be on the left side of the court and dribble with your right hand.
Okay, I understand that.
That as a point guard, not a center, as a point guard.
He can't dribble with his right hand, period. He was on the right side still dribbling with his left.
Listen, man.
Like, how, bro, you literally can't go. Like, I can guarantee you by the end of the season, we can look up how many times he goes to the right and how many times he goes to the left. I can promise you. In the
How did
70s,
he
we get what,
drafted?
72 games?
They said it when he got drafted. They said his weakness is can't dribble with his right hand.
Like, how are you a point guard?
They-
You can't
they-
dribble
they
with
said
your
that.
right.
Drafted like that.
Because we're stupid. We have
They
no,
said it.
no
type
hey,
of.
I need a 10-day contract. I need a 10-day. I need a 10-day, dog. If he can't dribble with his right hand, I need a 10-day. I need a 10-day.
Hey, they're gonna do you like Jello. He had a 10-day too. You're gonna get into practice. You're gonna be dribbling with that right hand. They're gonna be like, yep, he can
Hey,
do
at least
it.
I get in the preseason.
If
I'm
you
all
can,
right.
if you can really play basketball, Detroit Pistons don't want you.
Man, I swear to God.
Bro, that's real, bro.
It's sad.
Y'all
If
know
you
how
can
many,
hoop
man,
for
every
real,
year
we don't
somebody
want
you. We don't
pass
want you.
over somebody, man.
We don't want you.
And it's been going on for a long time.
Yeah.
It's been going on.
It's
for
been
too
going
long.
on for a long time.
Ever since Chauncey and all of them left, Detroit has been on a super down slope.
I
Like,
take that back though. I take that back because for a quick second,
I thought we had hope. Go ahead.
I thought we had hope when we first got Blake Griffin, and we made them few little changes. And no, actually before that, when Brandon Jennings was running our point guard,
Listen.
and it was DJ Augustine was the backup,
listen,
and we had Greg Monroe and Andre Drummond, and they
Listen.
were going off.
listen.
And who was our shooting guard and small? It was Kyle Singler and Caldwell Pope.
Yep.
It was Brandon Jennings, Caldwell Pope, Kyle Singler, Greg Monroe, and Andre Drummond was our five.
Listen.
And we got to the playoffs.
Brandon Jennings was our key.
He's the only. Listen to me.
He
Detroit.
was
I don't
our
agree.
key.
He was the only other point guard Detroit has ever had outside of Isaiah Thomas to have a 20-20 game.
Yep. 20 points,
I
20
never
assists.
thought he was all that. That's my.
Brandon
I never
Jennings-
thought he was a consistent shooter.
Brandon Jennings was a left-hand
My eyes
assassin.
deceive me.
He was so good. He not in the league no more, and he been out the league.
Bro,
He's so good.
chill.
It
I'm
was,
just-
man, he did have.
I'm not
he
knocking
did
him,
tear
but
his
he's so
Achilles.
good. He's so good that he haven't been in the league for
He
multiple
tore his
years.
Achilles,
Not
bro.
even a 6-man, a third string point
Bro,
guard.
but do you know how hard it is for people to come back from Achilles?
Yeah, it's hard.
The superstars
definitely hard.
barely
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
It's
keep
definitely
that
hard.
rep.
It's hard.
Like you
It's
talking
hard.
about somebody who's not a superstar nor all-star.
Mm-hmm.
Once you do that, if you're not neither one of them, they're not even look at Victor, bro.
Oh,
And
he's
Hey, that's my dog.
you know Victor.
That's
and
my
he-
dog,
You know he
too.
broke
That's
his
my
leg.
dog.
I would
and
love for him to come
you
to
ain't
Detroit.
you don't hear about him
Yeah.
no more like that.
Because he was coming back. It was like the Paul George.
Bro, he's
he
back
messed
now,
his leg
bro.
up.
It's been
That
about
year
2
he
years
came.
now, right?
It's been about 2 years.
But it's just like Paul George. Like he messed his leg up. He came back for the end of that season.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't doing on it. He was like 10, 11 points. He wasn't doing that. But that following season, he was putting that work in.
What
well,
did he
he
do
in
last
his
year?
second year.
But what did he do? What did he do last year? He was fully healthy all last year. What did he do?
He was fully, but he came in. Did he? I don't think he started.
Yes, he did.
He
And I'm
started?
he started, and you know who took his spot? T.J. Warren.
He didn't take his spot. He was injured. He was coming back, and he was still getting worked in.
I want to say this though. TJ did have a phenomenal year.
Yeah, he did. He did.
That
TJ
boy
took
was
that man
hooping.
stop.
Because the go-to man was down.
Hey,
That's
TJ
why.
took
he
that
was
man's
doing his
spot.
thing.
No, he didn't take.
He
his
was
spot.
doing
I'm
his
gonna tell
thing.
you exactly what
Him
happened.
and Jimmy Butler was going at it.
Let me
neck
tell you
to
exactly.
neck.
Yeah, they was.
They was going at it.
Hey, and y'all gonna agree when I say this.
Who you want?
The Pacers has a thing, bro, and I'm noticing it. Danny Granger was a star. He got injured.
Yep.
Paul George was up.
Yep.
Victor Oladipo get injured. Who's next? TJ Warren. He's up.
Mm-hmm.
Oladipo days is behind him.
No, it's not.
He will never be the same Oladipo again.
We will see. When he averaged about 22, 23 this year, don't say nothing.
It.
And he had a heck of a nigga.
Because like you say, they don't got a lot of scorers over there.
What?
They don't really got a lot of scorers. You got TJ. You got Sabonis.
You got Sabonis. You got TJ. You got Malcolm Brogdon.
Oh, Brogdon hoops.
Yeah, he hooped though, but he ain't like no bucket. He ain't giving you no 18, 19. With Oladipo there, he probably do like a good 14.
About 15.
Solid defense.
16 maybe. You know, but TJ was that man during, so it was like, get that man the ball and get out the way.
Y'all forgot about
Turner.
Yeah.
Nah, he's a disappointment.
Huh?
He is though.
Disappointment? I don't think he's a disappointment.
Not Turner.
I think he's getting better, but he's getting better slow.
Too slow.
I think he's like Andre Drummond. He's just developing slow, but he can shoot. I was about to say that's the difference though. He started shooting and now he can shoot.
He always can shoot, but the thing is, he's not disappointment.
Do you think James Wiseman would be like Miles Turner? Do you think it will be better? Because I seen James Wiseman can shoot. I think he can shoot
a little bit. I think Turner shoot better.
Of course, but I'm
range,
saying,
he shoot better.
Do you think Wiseman can exceed?
Yeah, I do.
I think it's easy.
What is the upside for Wiseman?
You average 15, you better than him. It's not a hard thing to do, Doc.
For real.
Now Turner, he play defense.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna get you 2.5 blocks a year. He gonna get you that. A game, he gonna get you that. He gonna average that. But them points though, he don't have no post game. If you don't do no pick and pop, he ain't doing nothing. He just ain't doing nothing.
What about defense?
There was a defense. I give him that. He got post game. He got post D. Okay. Like I say, he can get you 2 blocks a game. You can average 2.5, blocks, for the season. I can give you that.
But we talked about this the other day too. I brought up the fact that people don't get credit for making people miss shots.
100%.
Yeah.
They don't get, that's not a stat.
It needs to be. What I'm saying?
And
it's like hustle plays.
A lot of people was talking about Andre Drummond don't have defense. And that very may well be the case because he don't average like 2 blocks or 3 blocks a game. So I understand it.
He move his feet well.
He move his feet well. And I will say this. He make a lot of people miss shots.
He's a big boy.
Which you don't get credit for. You don't get credit for that.
He's a big boy.
Agreed. I definitely agree. So, as much as I want to keep this show going, man, we have to end it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got to end it, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in
100
on NBA Hoops, man. Please
hoops.
Make sure.
Hoops.
Get it, Grant. Get it, Grant. Get it, Grant. Get it, Grant. It's all in the hat.
Hoops.
If y'all can see this man's feet. But we appreciate y'all tuning in, man, watching, man. Make sure y'all follow us on all social media, on our YouTube channel, subscribe,
yes.
like us on Facebook.
Please comment.
Comment, everything, man. Let us know what y'all want to see, man. We you know what I'm saying? We just appreciate y'all so much, man. So, till next time, man, we out, man.
Y'all be blessed.
Peace.
We out.